Welcome to this short introduction video for fishermen at Mefjord Brygge. In this video I will give you a short info about how to be a fishing man in Mefjord Brygge. We will talk about fillet room, securing the boats in general, and some practical things that it's nice to know when you're here as a fishing tourist. So when you enter the fillet room, you will find some practical information in all languages where you're able to read a lot about things that's important for you to know as a fishing tourist. There is things about check-in, fuel for the boats, after fishing, check-out, extra services, and information that's needed for you to know as a fishing tourist. Under this information you find our weather forecast. It's a long time forecast. You also find the tides. So you can see when it's high and low tide. Here you will find the map over Mefjord and the area and the fjords around Mefjord. This is Mefjord Vær. Here we are, Mefjord Brygge, and this is the main fjord that we're fishing in. And also you see the fishing spots are marked here with names outside the fjord and inside the fjord, and all the places that's normal place for fishing here. Here you find the detailed list over fish that is in the area. The normal fishes to catch here as coalfish, redfish, the cod, haddock, lump, wolfish, halibut. Yeah, that's the main species that we catch in this area. And if we see here on the map, the main fishing after cod is when we start the season in March. Is we find out here the Skreigrund and around Kylgrund. In the summertime and after from May, it's a very good fishing in this area. It's about 4-5 kilometers from Mefjord Brygge out here with the boat. It takes 20-25 minutes to run the boat out there. Depends a little bit about weather situations. These are the cleaning stations in the fillet room. As you can see, it's clean and nice, and we like it to be this way after fishing also, after you have been preparing your fish. This is fresh water, it's drinkable water, and it's mean that you can use it for cleaning your fish before you put it into the freezing room. Here you have the freezing room for fish. Here you can bring your fish after you have prepared it, and you can put your own box inside here and keep it there till you go home. It's very important also to, after you finish preparing your fish, to put the fish waste in the boat and take it directly out and dump it in the fjord. Dump it about 200 to 300 meters from shore. And then you will find a nice and clean fillet room also after fishing. This is our boat area. Here we keep the boats. I will now show you a little bit practical things regarding the boat and how to secure the boat, and to show you what is important for you to know as a fishing tourist. Under bad weather conditions, you will find this no fishing sign here. Then it means you cannot take your boat and go out. Never go out when this sign is on. Here you find the boats parked. It's number 12 here. And this is also the boat number 12. This means this is the parking place for boat number 12, and it shall always be here. Then you will find it easily, and we will also find it easily if we need to look after it and see if you are back from sea. Fish boxes in the boat, it's also marked with number 12. The boats are secured with 3 ropes. There's one here in the aft. It is one in the middle, and it is one here in the front of the boat. It's very easy to disconnect. It's just like this, and the boat is loose. and it's just to do like this, and then you come back and the boat is secured. It's really important that you secure the boats with the same amount of ropes as it is when you come. Minimum 3 ropes. Never attach the boat here. This is not reliable enough to be used as a point for the carabines. Always take the carabines here as they shall be. When you enter the boat, you will find here the gas tank. This is the main tank for fuel, and it's filled up when you get the boat. Also, you will find 2 spare tanks in the boat. It means that it is 60 liters of fuel in total when you get the boat from us. It is always important to see that this plug here, the air plug for the tank, is open. If this is closed and you start using the engine, then it will suck the tank flat because it needs to come air inside the tank when the fuel goes out of the tank. This is really important to be aware of. Every day before you go out fishing, you fill up this fuel tank to be sure that you have enough fuel for almost whole day. Normally people use about 20 liters of fuel for 1 day fishing. And then it is much better to do it before you go out, so you don't need to start filling up fuel in open sea. To fill up the tank, you just open here, and you put this one here. Open. You open the air plug here, and then you fill into the fuel. Secure the tank. Put on here and see that the air plug is still open. Then you just put the tank down again. Then you know you are ready for fishing. This is the steering for the engine. To start up the engine, you need to see that this is in the middle position. If it is there, for example, you can't start the engine. You need to be in the middle position. Also in here you find the main switch for the electricity for the boat. Turn it on, and then you have possibility to start the engine and to turn on the GPS. You need to put it in the middle there, and then you can start the engine. And it starts. Also you see there that the engine has the cooling water. It's coming out in the aft. To put the engine in gear, you press up under here, forward and reverse. Also you have here on the other side of the throttle, you have a button that's marked up and down, and this is the tilt system for the engine. When you press it down, the engine goes down. This is a nice position for the engine, and you can leave it this way during your whole stay. It's not necessary to use the tilt system so much. We always keep the engine down during the whole stay. This is because we don't like any damages on the propellers and other boats running into the propeller when the boats are in the pier. All the boats are equipped with the Garmin GPS. This is a combination instrument for GPS, charts and depth sounder all together. You open, you press on, you hear the beep, then it will take some time to start it up. Here you see it's coming up first, a warning. Then you just press I agree, then you press the select button and you find it there. Select, and then you have the main menu, the GPS. You have the charts, the sonar, and the charts sonar as a split. Then it will be a split sequence with a half screen for sonar and a half screen for charts. Then we try the charts first. We press select and we choose fishing chart. Select, and then the charts coming up. There is the boat. It's located in Mefjord Brygge. This is plus and minus. Here you can zoom in and out in the map. If you try to zoom in, press plus, and then we see it's getting really detailed, and also you see the depths. Press out, minus, and we can have up the whole fjord. If I go home, then I can choose sonar, select, and I choose full screen sonar, select, and then I have it here. I see the depths, it's 4.8 meters. Temperature is 13.6 degrees in the sea. I press home again. I go down to the split sequence, select, fishing chart, select, and then I have the map, the charts and the sonar under. I go home. I can use the menu to go down on configure. I press select. I go down to preferences, select, and then I have language, select, and then I have all languages, and I can use the one that feels best for me to use. I press plus, I go down, then I take for example Norwegian, select, home. Then it's changed to Norwegian. I try again, configure, go down, there, select, and I go plus, plus, and select for English. And then I press home. And then I have chart, sonar in English. Then I hold it to turn it off, and the instrument is turned off. It's very important to turn off the instrument after fishing. If you have it on during the night, the battery will be flat in the morning and you will not be able to start the engine. It's also important that you keep the engine key all the way to the left. If it's there, the ignition is on, and also then the battery will be flat in the morning. The key shall be all the way to the left. Then the ignition is also switched off. These boats are equipped with AIS. You see the antenna here. This is an automatic identification system. It means that we are able to see you and see the boat in my screen in the office. Also, all other boats that have this system are able to see you on the sea. The boat here will be seen as Mefjord Brygge number 17, same number as the boat has. In this case, it's very important for you as a fisherman to keep your mobile phone in the boat and to have it on and to be able to call us if you have any kind of emergency. +47 778 58980. Then you can call this number and tell us that we have some problem, we are out of fuel for example, and we need some assistance. Here you can see the map that I have in my office. It's the AIS, and here I can see all the boats from Mefjord Brygge. If I zoom out, I have the whole fjord. Here I see the boats. There is Mefjord Brygge number 1, Mefjord Brygge number 3, Mefjord Brygge number 8. Also I can see now if it's more boats outside. So remember your phone, keep the battery charged, and have our phone number when you go out fishing. When you go out from the harbor with the boat, you always go out on the right side of the green bow over there. After we have been showing you the boat, we will fill out these documents. It's contract for house rental and boat rental. I will need all the names for the whole group. We will need a deposit of 200 euros for each boat. And there is also an insurance that you can sign here, and it's insurance for the boat, and it costs 40 euros or 300 Norwegian crowns. Also you find important information that you can read to be more familiar with the things here in Mefjord Brygge. These contracts are in all languages, and it can be downloaded from our webpage on mefjordbrygge.no, and then you can prepare them, print them and prepare them before you come here, and the check-in will go much faster. We also have a small tackle shop. Here you find some pilks, rubber gummy, and some equipment that you might need for fishing if you don't bring your own equipment. If you lose pilks, you can also find some here to fish for fishing. We have some fillet knives and some equipment. We also have these fishing rods for rent and for sale. This is Daiwa reels, and it's a very good brand, and these rods are for rent or for sale. We also have these flotation suits for rent and for sale. These are water and windproof, and it keeps you floating if you fell into the water. We have a small souvenir shop where you can buy t-shirts. We have these hats, some homemade things that is made here in Mefjord. Here we have a bar where you can meet your friends, have a glass, and also we have our restaurant out here. I recommend you to order a nice meal here. It's local food based on mostly fish, but we also of course can make all the dishes that you require. Then I will just thank you for watching this small briefing video, and I will wish you good luck here as a fisherman at Mefjord Brygge. And remember to always think about your own safety. Wear a life jacket or a flotation suit when you go out fishing.